Hello and welcome. This month we are in Spain, in Galicia to be precise, in the municipality of Forcarei. This is a new venue and the track Circuito A Madalena is a combination of fast, straight and technical sections. Here we are 50 kilometres from Santiago de Compostela, the end point of the Camino de Santiago. As well as being known for their delicious octopus or pulpo, Galicians are big fans of Supermotos. There are huge crowds here to welcome the teams on this beautiful sunny day. All the practices and both races will be held today, Saturday. Only 20 riders here this month, and with only 2 rounds to go in the championship, there are plenty of points to play for.
This is
the third corner after the start. You can see here on the asphalt the dirty marks left by tyres. This is because it's the first important left corner since the exit of the off-road section. Here the rider bends a lot against the asphalt and the dirt on the tyre makes this point very slippery. We have to be very careful because it's also a very fast corner. Try to clean the tyre as much as possible, and the sooner we open the gas, the better. This is a really important section where we need to brake quite late in order to get to the dirt as fast as possible. Then, luckily, we end up with a choice of lines. The inside is shorter but takes longer because there are 2 jumps which we have to handle quite carefully and we can't overtake. The outside is longer but much quicker. Lots of riders chose the outside because they can go faster. This is a little jump and we could definitely make up some time. And we're off on our track preview with Marcelo Silverio and Nicolas Cousin with a short straight into a right-hand bend. Another short straight and then right again. A little flip-flop before another small straight. Into a 180 left-hand turn. A nice long right. And then left again. Taking us around to the left and into the off-road section. After a sharp right-hander, 2 lines, there they are, the 2 lines Cousin talked about, over a tabletop and a 180 right-hander with a cheeky little inside there taken by the Frenchman. A 180 degree left-hand turn followed by another 180 right-hander. A tabletop finishes off the off-road section back out onto the asphalt. Short straight followed by long sweeping left and then almost immediately into another right-hander. Left, then right and a longish straight with a sweeping left and a very long right, probably the longest on the track, to bring them back straight through the finish line. It has been a cracking season for Thomas Chareyre of TM Factory Racing Team. He is 29 points ahead of his nearest rival, the German Marcus Class, so he just needs to concentrate and stay on form. With only 14 riders starting the timed laps this morning, it was Klaas and Milan Sitnianski who were fighting it out for pole position. But with 15 minutes to go and after some time in the pits, Chareyre showed them how it was done, with the fastest lap time of 1 minute 04.94. Klaas in second and Sitnianski in third. It's late afternoon here in Spain and they're off as Thomas Chareyre gets the whole shot ahead of Marcus Klaas, Nicolas Cousin, Elias Saint-Martin and Milan Sitnianski. And that's who we're on board with here as he sticks to Saint-Martin like a glue. Thomas Chareyre ahead of Klaas, Cousin, Saint-Martin and Sitnianski into around that corner into the first off-road section of the day as Jaume Gaya decides on that inside line. We're on board with the current Junior Cup leader as he tackles the wave section with Jolie Filippetti, Yannick Hintz right in front of him. And And Gaya makes it out onto the tarmac on lap 2 in 9th place, with Eero Madison and Diego Monticelli hot on his heels in 11th and 10th. Coming up to the end of lap 2, and Thomas Chareyre is leading from Marcus Klaas and Nicolas Cousin. The riders from Phoenix Racing Team are working hard to try and reel in the Frenchman, but he keeps ahead as Samartin and Sitnianski battle it out for 4th place. Well into lap 3, and Marcus Klaas has had a crash, and there he is rejoining the track, sneaking in behind Sitnianski, on whom we are on board with. There's Thomas Chareyre coming through the off-road section and already in an impressive lead. Samartin, Sitnianski and Klaas just behind him, and they are fighting it out for 4th as they go in to the off-road section for another round. We're into lap 12 now. On board here with Milan Sitnianski as he eats Samartin's dust, and he goes wide, and Marcus Klaas goes into the spots the error and goes into 4th place. Oh my word. As they leave the off-road section again, it's Cousin in 2nd place, followed by Samartin, Klaas and Sitnianski. And that's the order as they go into lap 13. Back on board with Milan Sitnianski as he tries to claw his way back to the top 4. Oh, and Marcus Klaas, Nicolas Cousin lets Elias Samartin and Marcus Klaas past him on the entry to the off-road section. Klaas capitalises by taking the faster outside line. So it's Samartin and Klaas fighting it out for 2nd place. A remarkable comeback for the German. And Cousin takes to the grass. Oh, a big mistake as Sitnianski shoots past on the inside. And he just heads around that big right-hand bend. And here is Thomas Chareyre right out in front with Samartin 2nd, Klaas 3rd, Sitnianski followed by Cousin after some pretty big mistakes. Thomas Chareyre has no idea of the dramas behind him as he continues and looks over his shoulder just to make sure what's going on behind him. But he's in the lead as he heads back onto the tarmac. Samartin and Klaas locked in an intense battle for 2nd place. German has a lot to gain back. And he's done it. Klaas has overtaken Samartin, putting him back in 2nd behind Chareyre, a place he's all too familiar with. We're in the penultimate lap and Jaume Gaya takes us into the off-road section in 8th place. And he has a shocker. Oh, Diego Monticelli has gone past him. Thomas Chareyre, the Frenchman of TM Factory Racing Team, current European and World Champion, still leading from Marcus Klaas as he laps Marcelo Silveiro of Brazil in the off-road section and comes home to round these corners, and we think into his latest victory of the season. Indeed, Thomas Chareyre takes race 1 here in Forcarei. Race results from race number 1. Again, Thomas Chareyre of France wins, 11 seconds ahead of Marcus Klaas of Germany. Elias Samartin, Milan Sitnianski, Nicolas Cousin make up the top 5. In 2006, Cobra developed the double disc brake. Cobra stands for compact brake because in its first version, the caliper had no bolts and was a single piece with the support foot. At that time, it was completely new. However, we found out that having a single piece was not that useful in case of issues with the forks. With a single disc brake, the chances of blocking the wheel are too high, especially in the off-road. The rider has to be very careful in touching the brake. Riders used to the single disc brake quickly recognized the softness of the double disc brake. Only after a while they perceive that the softness is a plus. Try out both solutions. The bike with a single disc brake turns on the brake side when braking, while the one with the double disc keeps straight. Another advantage is that the single disc brake, you can't go down the inside of the turn without blocking the wheel, therefore falling down. With a double disc brake, you can keep braking until the middle of the turn without risking any wheel blockage. This is the latest version of the brake caliper. Mainly we have modified two things. The inside brake hose, it was first located on the outer part of the caliper. Now it's on the inside. This is to prevent hits to the hose, especially during the starts. At the same time, we have enlarged the exhaust caliper windows because performing brake pads release too much dust. Motorbike speed is not that fast to grant dust removal, therefore, with the old caliper, the accumulation of dust caused pistons sliding on discs. Our best feature is that we can choose 3 different disc sizes by only changing the clamp in between the support foot and the caliper, keeping the same support foot, which is quite a big deal. Another improvement we have performed, having received many requests from riders, is related to the pump lever fulcrum. By moving the fulcrum from 13.5 mils to 16 millimeters while keeping the piston size of 16 mil, we gained a shorter brake lever excursion, therefore having a faster, more precise and stronger braking. Now we're testing for the next release in 2019, this brake caliper with titanium pistons, which limits heat spreading to the oil, brake pads and so on. Once the testing is finished, the new pistons will be available for all customers and will fit both on old and new brake calipers. Welcome to race 2. It's early evening here in Forcarei, and Chareyre takes the whole shot ahead of Marcus Klaas, Elias Sammartin, Milan Sitnianski and Jaume Gaya on board with Sitnianski as he inches closer to Klaas and Chareyre. Nicolas Cousin overtakes on his left, Jaume Gaya on the right, and Chareyre, Klaas, Gaya now ahead of Cousin, all with all to play for between Sitnianski and Sammartin. Oh no, Klaas is down, he's down. Again, twice in one day, Gaya narrowly misses him and carries on over the tabletop back out onto the asphalt. Jaume Gaya on his own in second place, but Cousin hunting him down as they go into lap 2. Thomas Chareyre leading by almost 2 seconds already in race number 2. And we're back on board with Sitnianski as they head into the sky section where Klaas had his fall. Gaya and Sitnianski take the more technical inside track, and Cousin goes for the allegedly faster track, but Sitnianski takes 3rd place, leaving the Frenchman in his dust. Jaume Gaya second as they head back into the asphalt, followed by Sitnianski, Cousin, Sammartin. But where is Klaas? There he is, in 6th, just behind Joli Filippetti. What a day for the German. Sitnianski and Gaya cross the line, Cousin, Sammartin some way back, and Filippetti with Klaas hot on his heels. Marcus Klaas is making this very, very uncomfortable for Joli Filippetti. Lap 5 of the off-road section, and Nicolas Cousin flies over the tabletop, and now he's in hot pursuit. Has Sammartin behind him, being hunted down by Klaas after he's picked off Filippetti to gain 6th place. As they come out onto the off-road section, lap 8, Klaas has clawed his way back up to 5th behind Nicolas Cousin as Sammartin slips into 6th. We're into lap 12 now, and Klaas is on a mission. Nicolas Cousin glances behind to see him bearing down to steal his 4th place. Sammartin sitting in 6th place. On board with Jaume Gaya, coming round a sweeping left-hander. Milan Sitnianski overtakes him on the inside and takes 2nd place. Sitnianski won't catch Chareyre now, but it's putting distance between himself and Gaya. And here is Thomas Chareyre way out on his own in the lead for the 2nd time today as he heads into the sky section for the last time. He hits the asphalt and comes round the track to take yet another victory here in Forcarei in Spain. And the overall results for today in Forcarei in Spain. Thomas Chareyre, 50 points to add to his victory tallies. Milan Sitnianski in 2nd, Marcus Klaas is 3rd. And Thomas Chareyre climbs that step and onto the top podium as the huge crowds greet him and Marcus Klaas in 3rd, Milan Sitnianski in 2nd. And here he is getting his trophy for yet another victory this season. He is unbeatable. As he maintains the overall lead, he keeps the red plate for yet another month. I'm really happy, 2 great races. I had a bit of a worry at the beginning of the day with a few mechanicals, so it was quite stressful. Overall though, as a great track, I had a lot of fun. Great fun here, I'm really happy. A big help with the championships as I'm quite far ahead now. Great, thanks to everyone. And the standings in the European Championship. Thomas Chareyre has 200 points ahead of Marcus Class 161. Elias Hamartin sits there in third. Sitnianski, Kuzan and Monticelli. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple of weeks in Sestriere in Italy for the next round. I'm Katie Friend. Bye-bye.